So you want to hang a peel and stick. Well, I have 2 installations of peel and stick material on my channel already. But this one is unique because we're going to do a pattern on an entire wall. Now, I just laid out the material. One of the benefits of laying out the material in total is that you get to see the whole pattern. You get to see firsthand if there are any mistakes in the papers that come with the pattern. For example, it might say overlap by a quarter of an inch. I'll have you know that some peel and sticks say that. This came with no directions. If you're hanging peel and stick, there's no way to know how to do it unless you wing it or you consult a professional. Here's our pattern. And so you can see that there is no overlap. We have to get this pattern right up against one sheet to another. And so we have butt joints. Another thing that I discovered by laying out the pattern was this, and this is something you're not going to be able to know unless you lay it out on the floor, or you see it on an architectural drawing, and you're able to move the pattern according to the number of inches on the wall. This was not custom made, this particular pattern, to the wall on which I'm hanging it. So, I measured the wall, and I measured the totality of the peel and stick installation. And I discovered that I have 1 1/4 panel of waste. I don't need one of these sheets. It's too big for the wall. The importance of laying it out on the floor is to determine what will look best when I hang it up. If you want to be a pro, you have to plan right, and sometimes we even get it wrong. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Do you see this flower? Follow it up to the top of the installation. You'll see this flower 3 times. 1, 2, and then at the top 3. Well, if I start my wall on the edge of the first sheet, look what happens. I cut off this flower, the same one that began the pattern. That's not going to look really professional. Now, the average person won't notice. But if you have a decorator or somebody who's looking for symmetry, they'll say, why didn't you simply move the pattern over? All you have to do is take a tape measure and have the number of inches of the wall marked out, which in my case is 150 inches. So I took that number, put it on my tape measure, put the brake on, come close please. And now I have my wall in my hands, right here. Here's my wall, the length of this tape measure. I want to get, if possible, I want to have symmetry. And so I want to incorporate this flower into the beginning and the end. Can I do it? Let's see. It just happens to be that I can. And now I want to get an equal amount of distance to the left of this flower on my left side, and the same amount of distance to the right of this same flower on the right hand of the installation. And then I will know, you will know, the homeowner will know that I did my best to achieve symmetry. Sometimes it's not possible, but in this case it is. As you can see, I don't need this sheet. I don't need it. But you know what? They can take that and they can possibly use it in case something gets ruined, but it's very hard to take peel and stick and do a repair. But what the heck, put it away, you may need it. Okay, this is Spencer Colgan. This is how you do peel and stick, laying it out, step one. Lay it out on the floor. It has a backing that just wipes right off, okay? It doesn't matter if it gets a little dust on it. It comes off anyway as you're pulling it down. And on the next video, we're going to show you how we go about installing this otherwise pain in the neck wall covering, which is becoming very popular. If you like the video, click on like, subscribe to my channel, and if you want this pattern or any other type of wallpaper, please contact our friends at wallpaperboulevard.com. See you on the next one.